Hola clase, we're going to talk about possessive adjectives, so make sure you have your note guide, your textbook, and a pen or pencil to fill out your note guide. Okay, possessive adjectives tell who owns something or describe a relationship between people or things. So make sure that you fill out part A of your note guide at this time. It asks you to fill in a couple of blanks based on this statement. Let's look at some examples so that you can kind of understand what possessive adjectives are. In English, my is a possessive adjective. So my car is red, my being the possessive adjective because it tells who owns the car. The car is my car. Okay, he is your brother. Again, you are the one who technically owns the brother. The brother is your brother. Okay, it tells that relationship between you and your brother. Okay, make sure you fill out part B as well. Here's the chart. So we have an example. Me means my, but mis also means my. And we'll look at some examples here in a little bit to show you the difference between me and mis. Both words mean my. Tu and tus mean your. Su and sus can mean his, her, its, or your formal. Remember, like usted. Okay? Nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras can mean our. So there are 4 different forms of that. Okay, so look at nuestro. You would drop the O and add an A, or you could drop the O and add OS, or drop the O and add AS. And I'll show you examples about why you would do that. And the last one is su or sus. Notice it's just like the his, her, its, your, but it can also mean their or your plural. Okay, pause the video and fill out part B of the chart. In Spanish, all possessive adjectives agree in number with the nouns they describe. So for example, mi hermano means my brother, but if you have more than one brother, you have to make the possessive adjective plural. So my brothers would be, my brothers would be mis hermanos. Because hermanos is plural, you have to make mis plural. Okay, so notice the difference here. Hermano is singular. Therefore, your possessive adjective is singular. So mi has to agree with what comes next, which is hermano. Here, hermanos is plural. Therefore, mis has to be plural as well. So, pause the video and fill out part C, where it asks you about adjectives agreeing. Okay? In Spanish, nuestro agrees in number and gender with the nouns they describe. So for example, if you want to say our house, the word house is casa, and we can see that because casa ends in an A, that it's feminine. Therefore, our possessive adjective must be feminine as well when we're talking about the word for our. So, nuestro is special. You have to consider there are 4 forms of it. Nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras. But because casa ends in A, we want this one to end in A. Nuestra casa means our house. If we make it plural, our houses, then not only do we have casas with AS, but we have to have nuestras with AS. So a lot of times with nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, those will sort of match the endings up. If you notice here, AS and AS. Okay? Pause the video and fill out part D of your note guide. Practiquemos, let's practice, okay? So, numero uno, it wants you to say, my grandfather is nice. Okay, so let's think about it. We have 2 choices, mi or mis. Well, the word abuelo is singular, therefore the possessive adjective should be as well. So the correct answer is mi, M-I. Mi abuelo es simpático. Let's look at dos. It wants to say, your cousins are tall. And the your is familiar, so we're looking for like the 2, all right? But because primos is plural, we can't say tu primos. We must say tus primos son altos. Your cousins are tall. Look at numero 3. It wants us to say his mother is short, okay? So the possessive adjective that means his would be su or sus. Look here, madre is singular, therefore we have to use the singular possessive adjective, so our choice would be su. Cuatro. Okay, sorry about that. All right, cuatro. Their sister is my friend. Okay, remember that su means their, but also sus. So if you look here, what is hermana? Is it singular or plural? Well, it doesn't end in S. That tells us it's singular, so we need to use su. Su hermana es mi amiga. Their sister is my friend. Cinco. Our class is fun. Okay, so we have 4 options here because we can use nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras. But remember, the thing that comes after, which is clase, will determine the use that we choose for our. Okay, so we've got 4 choices. Okay, 1, we should know now that the word clase is feminine. But even if you're not sure at this point, you'll notice the adjective that describes the class is feminine, divertida, being fun. So we know that clase is feminine. And it's also singular. So the choice here is nuestra. Nuestra clase es divertida means our class is fun. Okay? Número 6. My siblings are funny. Okay, our 2 choices are mi and mis. Because hermanos is plural, we need mis. Mis hermanos son cómicos. Let's do one more slide of practice. Okay? Número 1. Our grandfather is nice. So, we have to choose the one of the 4 options that agree with grandfather. Well, because grandfather is masculine and singular, we should go with nuestro. Nuestro abuelo es simpático. Número 2. My cousins are tall. Okay, our choices are mi and mis. Primos is plural, so we should go with mis. Mis primos son altos. 3. Your familiar mother is short. Okay, so we're going to go with either tu or tus. Remember that because madres is singular, then we should go with tu. Tu madre es baja. Here is my sister is my friend, so either mi or mis. And because hermana is singular, we're going to go with mi. Mi hermana es mi amiga. Número 5. Their class is fun. Here we don't have to decide gender. We just choose su or sus. Su, because clase is singular, so su clase es divertida, their class is fun. And the last one, his siblings are funny, so either su or sus. Best choice is sus, because hermanos is plural. Sus hermanos son cómicos. Okay, pause the video at this time and fill out part E of your note guide, where it asks you to translate things such as my book and so on. Remember that if book is singular, then you need to use a singular possessive adjective. But once it becomes books, it should be plural. For any additional questions, please see the notes provided on page 169 of your note guide. Adios, estudiantes.